Okay, so in this video we're gonna try to do the simple tutorial of NgRx, which is Redux for Angular. So when you access the website, you go through Get Started, and then it takes you directly to the tutorial. There is a more advanced one that we'll go through later, but that's the simplest one, where we have an app with 3 buttons. I'll show you how it looks to increment, decrement, and reset a counter. Alright, so yeah, this one doesn't cover effects, it mainly covers actions, reducers, and selectors, so this part of the store, and how it's injected in the component to both read from the store and dispatch an action to the store. Alright, so the tutorial gives 2 links that takes you to Stack Blitz. So this one has the example after the tutorial is done, and this one before. So when you access them, actually it will take some time to load, or it might not even load. So for that you can just download it. That's what I do. I download it and I open it in VS Code locally. I install the dependencies and start the app. All right, so I have 2 windows, one with the final example and one before. So this is how it looks. I also have the Redux DevTools extension installed that I encourage you to open through the DevTools. It's more convenient. So we see the state and the 3 buttons that dispatch actions that change the state. Okay, so the actions will be linked to some reducers. So the increment one triggers a reducer that increments the counter, the decrement one decrements it, and the reset counter puts it back to 0. Alright, see, here it is. So that's what we're gonna try to achieve. So first we have an empty app that is here. Alright, so we have an empty app component HTML, and we're gonna follow on with the tutorial. So the only difference is that I have the DevTools here already pre-configured, so we cannot see them yet here because we don't have the store that is added. Alright, but when we'll have the store, we'll be able to enable the DevTools. Alright, so the first step is to create a file with that will contain the actions. So we'll call it counter.actions.ts, and they ask us to put it under the app folder. So that's what we will do. Alright, and we'll copy the content of the file. So here are the 3 actions: increment, decrement, and reset. Okay, and their identifier is this string. Okay, let's save the file. Then we'll add a reducer in the same folder. Reducer file that will contain the reducers. Alright, so we have the initial state, which is 0, and then depending on the action, so for the increment action, that is, you see here, is imported from the action file that we just added, we increment the state by 1. The decrement, we decrement it by 1, and the reset, we put it back to 0. Okay, so this is for the reducer. Now we need to go in the app module and tell the Angular app that we want to use the store and define the reducer that we'll use. Okay, and the name of the store will be count, that is related to this counter reducer.